When editing a text area, you may have multiple text format options such as plain, filter, or full HTML. You can find these options at the bottom here under the text area. If you don't have any special styles or HTML code with your text, you can use plain text. If you do not know how to edit code directly or use scripts, you can choose filtered HTML. This will still let you style your text, so you don't have to worry about breaking or embedding custom code. Full HTML will allow you to do almost anything with the text, especially if you have form fields or embedded YouTube videos you want to add. So for most purposes, we recommend using full HTML. Full HTML installed on our pages include the CKEditor library on the WYSIWYG module. This allows you to edit text like a document editor software that most people are used to. CKEditor is the most used and well-supported editor for Drupal, which is why we recommend using it. Across the top are a number of buttons. You have your default text styling, like bold, italics, and strike-through, along with a couple of alignment tools to position your text and many other buttons you may already be familiar with. Hovering over these will provide you with a pop-up text that will display what each function is. Playing around with these will help you learn them much easier. We'll only go through a few that we believe are the most useful to explain. First few buttons I'll show are the paste options. Regular paste, paste as plain text, and paste from Word. These are specific buttons to help pre-format text that you copy and paste from another source. If you don't want any formatting, the option to strip away all styles is using the paste as plain text. Simply click the button and paste in the text into the pop-up, and press OK. Sometimes when you paste directly into the body, you might get different formatting than you would expect. Usually this might happen when you're copying from a Word document. Then you would use the Paste from Word option. This is the most common issue we find users forget about, so I can't stress the importance of this enough. By default, later versions of CKEditor is able to determine if you are pasting from Word and perform the conversions for you. But if you find things just don't seem to look right, the alternative is to use the Paste from Word button. If you have text in the body that already has formatting and you just want to make it plain text, instead of typing it out or finding out where to undo the style, you can highlight the text and press the Remove Format button. The Format and Styles dropdown will help with adding title headers and specific paragraph formatting to your text. The Format dropdown will be used most often. This is where you can set headings or titles to your text. The heading options are displayed from headings 2 to 6 and are smaller in font size for each one. These are H2 to H6 tags in HTML. Note that heading 1 is reserved for the title of the page and is not selectable in this dropdown. In most other cases, the text is left as normal for regular paragraph text or p tags in HTML. The Styles dropdown may contain simple changes to the text. For the custom themes on our websites, these are not used often as the theme itself may style the text for you. As such, many of these options are simply turned off. There are 5 types of links: internal links, links to external websites, links to anchors, links to email, and links to documents. We will cover the first 4 now, and the last will be covered at the end of this video in the Adding Media section. The first step is deciding how you want to create a link. If you want to add a link to some text, you can highlight the text and link it by pressing the link button. Otherwise, you can just click on the location you want to add and press link. This will open up a pop-up and you'll see an option to choose between 4 types of links. So you see the internal, URL, link to anchor, and email. An internal link will let you search through existing pages as you type into the field and select the page that you want to link to. For URL, these will be external links which you can paste in or type in directly. And you don't need to add the HTTP prefix, as that's already included on the protocol dropdown you see on the side. These links can be other websites or direct downloads to files in your system. Link to Anchor will show you anchor names available in the content itself, which you can select. If there are none, you have to add them in before you can link to it. That is done by this flag icon on the side. Simply choose a location in the text you wish to link by and press this button. Give it a name, and that will be referenced when you add the link. You can remove the link by selecting it and pressing backspace or delete. Then we have linking as an email. And this will provide a mail-to link for users to open up at their default email client. Filling in the subject and body will allow you to pre-populate those fields for the user when they click it. After link, a few buttons over is the source button. This allows you to view the code behind to edit HTML directly or paste in HTML such as embedded code for YouTube and other items. If you want to embed something directly on the page, you can copy the embed code and paste it in here. The bottom is usually fine. On YouTube, this is found by going to the video, and underneath the title is a share link. Click on this, and after that, you can click on Embed. Copy the text in the box below, and you can paste this into your content. When you switch the view back, you can see an iframe or script box that would transform itself when you view the page outside the editor. If you want to add a table to your content, you can do that by using the Table button. The pop-up will provide you with options to choose a row-column dimension and to add a header to your table or not. You can restrict the width of the table if you want to keep it small. Otherwise, an empty value here will make it stretch as it is required. Then you can press OK and it will appear in the body. As you type in the table, you can press the Tab key on your keyboard to jump to the next cell, and it will automatically add new rows as you go down. The Media button at the end allows you to insert images or files within the content as you type. When you add an image, it appears on its own row. You can choose to upload a new image or file, or a previously uploaded one from the library. When you've chosen an image, click Submit and it will bring you to the next window. This window lets you decide on a predefined display format that changes the size or style of your image. On your site, you may have different options than the one shown here. Select the format that you want and input any information you require for the alt text or titles as is shown. Then press Submit and you should see the result right away. For files, the same thing can be done. However, it is usually a download text link that appears instead of an image.